Happy Wednesday! So I am back. I had to move from my other position where I was doing my other stories because I needed to change it up. I'm so used to moving around and being in our classroom and doing a bunch of different things that I get tired of sitting in one place. So I'm sitting in my big comfy rocky chair and by the windows in my living room so I can look out. It's a cloudy day, but it's supposed to be warmer this afternoon. So hopefully Colonel and I can still go on today's scavenger hunt that I sent you because Colonel is needing some exercise. He's got lots of energy. He spends almost his whole day outside. Crazy doggo. So today we're going to read from our classroom Bible. And it is one story that is pretty amazing. So we're going to talk about the blind man sees. So the last few chapters we have read about are ones that Jesus is doing miracles. He's performing miracles and showing them how he truly is God's son. So the blind man sees. One day, Jesus and his disciples were walking along a road in Jerusalem. They saw a man who had been blind since he was born. The man had never seen the sun or the moon and stars. So blind means you cannot see. The disciples asked Jesus, "Why was this man born blind? Did he or his parents do something bad that made God punish them?" So they didn't know. Now we know a lot about people that are blind, that sometimes that just happens. But they were wondering, did his parents or him do something bad and God punish them by making him blind? That's not true. Let's see what Jesus said. Jesus said, "No, they didn't. But because he is blind, you will see God work a miracle for him. As long as I am in the world, I am the light for the world." So he is the light. He's saying that he's going to perform a miracle from God to show them that he is the light. Then Jesus spit to the wet ground. He made a ball of mud and rubbed it on the blind man's eyes. So they must have been talking to this blind man by now. So Jesus is saying that he's going to be giving him some like dirt on his face. So Jesus spit onto some dirt and he balled it up to make kind of like a clay. So it was wet and sticky, and he put it on his eyes. He told the man to wash off the mud in the Siloam pool. The Siloam pool is a reservoir constructed inside the walls of Jerusalem. Water runs from the spring along an underground tunnel built by King Hezekiah. Don't know if I'm saying that right. So there's the blind man. Somebody looks like he's helping him. He has a cane to help lead him. And here Jesus is taking that mud and rubbing it on the man's eyes. Then he tells him, "Go wash it off in this reservoir, this pool that is in the middle of town." The man went to the pool and washed the mud off his eyes. When he opened his eyes, he could see. So there he is, washing it off. People asked him what had happened. He told them a man named Jesus had come to him and told him what to do. "Where is this man now?" they asked him. "I don't know," he answered. "But he must be a prophet like Elijah. He could not do this unless he came from God." So he didn't know really much about Jesus. But he said he must be from God. He must be special because I can see now. A prophet is a person who speaks for God and who receives and delivers messages for God. These messages could be intended for certain people or an entire nation. So Jesus, not everybody knows Jesus. Not everybody believes in him yet. And he's performing these miracles to show his disciples and people who don't know him that he is from God. So this man can now see. He's been blind for forever, and the light, Jesus, gave him sight. That is the end of that story in our Bible. It's a pretty good one, because how amazing that Jesus was able to give sight to someone. Now, he couldn't see before. Close your eyes. Imagine you couldn't see anything. You wouldn't even know what your mom or your dad looked like. You would have to learn special skills to be able to get around. That's why he had a cane. So he had never known what it was like to see. But Jesus performed a miracle and he was able to see. So while Jesus is performing all these miracles, he's starting to gather more people to believe that he must be from God. So he's teaching them to follow him, to believe in him, and listen to God. Now, not everybody believes in Jesus, right? But he's showing them how amazing the things that he can do while he's on this earth. And he said that while I'm at here. But he's not going to be here forever, right? So he was telling them, I'm performing these miracles now because I'm here, but soon I'm not going to be. But we know that if we pray and we follow Jesus with our open hearts and we are kind and loving to others, maybe Jesus does send miracles. Miracles still happen, but we have to have faith and we have to pray. So I'm going to pray today that we can get back to school this year and we can be together. But I also want to pray for all those people who are sick in our world right now and those who might be worried about getting sick because maybe they're already sick, some people who have other diseases. So in my prayers today, I'm going to think of them. Those are my intentions for today. Now remember, if you have any intentions, on my website, you can click and Mom and Dad can help you type your intentions. And I will be praying for those. If you add some, maybe we can talk about it on one of our Zooms. So think about those things. We do them every day, and we should still be praying. All right, friends, I'm thinking of you. Bye.